want to come on here and talk a little bit about healing. Thank y'all for listening to me. I really appreciate it. It's definitely helping me to talk about what I'm feeling. But anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about healing. And I know the last time that I was talking to you all, I was telling you about the challenge that God has me on. And I'm still trucking along on that challenge. But what I will say is that the past 3 weeks have been challenging for sure. And I know this God just testing me, to see if I really believe what I was saying, or I was really going to trust and lean on Him and depend on Him. And it was tough, I'm not going to lie. It was tough, very difficult. But I want to just talk about healing and what healing looks like. Because I know when we think about healing, we see on social media the glamorous parts of healing. We see people getting a self-care day, going to get their nails done, going, to get their toes done, whatever. But healing, that's not healing. Healing is ugly. Healing is painful. It has been definitely been a challenge. But what I will say is that in healing, you will discover so much about yourself that you never knew. I can just use myself as an example, in healing. I really had to learn who I was all over again. I had to find my identity, and that's what I'm going through right now, is finding out who I am at the core, who Angela is outside of I was a wife for 26 years, a mother since I was 18, and now, without all those things, who am I? I really had to sit with myself and figure out who I was outside of those things, because honestly, I did not know. And I'm still learning, who I am outside of those things, because my whole life was just wrapped around my family. And that's, I prided myself in being a wife and a mother. But when you no longer have those things to lean on or as your identity, what do? So in healing, I'm figuring out who I am. Somebody asked me, Angela, what do you like? What are your hobbies? And I honestly had none. I had no idea what I liked, because I liked what the kids liked. I liked what my husband liked. I had no identity outside of that. So I have been learning who I am, and I have been learning to love me. Just me alone, just little old me. And it's been difficult to find things. Sometimes it's difficult to find things to love about yourself. But when you start to heal, you start to see yourself with a new set of eyes, and I'm starting to see myself, as somebody that's dope. Like I have talents that I never knew that I had. I have found out that I'm stronger than I ever thought that I was, that I could accomplish more than I ever thought that I could. So I just want to come on here and tell somebody, I know healing, it sounds glamorous when you're on social media, but every day is not going to be that way. You're going to have some really tough days, and you're going to have to really sit with yourself and sit in your feelings, and it's going to be difficult. But what I can say, that it's definitely going to be worth it. You're going to discover so many things. It's going to be so worth it. It's going to be worth, the tough days. But just don't let the tough days win. Just keep going. And in everything you're going through, and in the tough days, what I have started doing is asking myself, yeah, you're having a tough day, you're having a tough week, but what did you learn in it? Like, everything is a learning opportunity, and I'm learning what to do, what not to do, how to move, you know, even in my business, how to move in my business. I'm just learning so much. It's just a rediscovery of me. And every day does not feel good. It doesn't, a lot of days does not feel good, because when you're healing the right way, you have to feel, you're feeling those feelings, because you're not using things or people to lean on, so that you don't have to feel those feelings. So you're gonna have to feel them, but it's gonna be worth it. So anybody that's on a healing journey, this, you know, trying to get your life back, just keep going, even on those tough days. If you have to get up, something that I do is I literally turn on music and dance. It's one young lady, she has a song full of affirmations, Flipper T, I think that's her name. But I turn that on, I turn her on and literally dance. I'm not kidding. I be getting down, at least I think I do. But I dance and I watch what's going into my ears, what I'm watching, because I don't want something that's gonna trigger me and set me back. So I am very intentional about that. So if you gotta turn on some music and dance, that's what you need to do. And it may be a tough day, but you can get through it. You're gonna have tough days, but you just gotta keep doing things to keep you positive and keep your energy up. So that's just one thing that I've been doing, just turning on me some affirmations. And I don't care if it's a day I don't feel it. It's a lot of days I don't feel the affirmations that I'm speaking, but I'm going to speak them anyway. And when I do that, I may have to do it several times, but I feel better. I feel empowered. And those just some of the things that I do, and it helps me. You know, but guard your mind, guard your ears, guard your eyes. You know, look out for triggers. You know, protect your peace at all costs. I don't care who you got to cut off. I don't care who you got to say goodbye to. You know, protect your peace. So I just wanted to come on here and just send some encouragement to anybody that's going through a healing journey. Stay in it, because it's going to be so worth it. You know, I can see, you know, the person that God is transforming me into. I'm so much, I'm more outspoken than I've ever been. Like, I'm a true introvert. I would never get on here and talk. But God is just showing me that when he tells me to say something, that I need to say it. It could be something that could save somebody's life. You know, somebody spoke a word into me that saved my life. You know, people called me, texted me, you know, and, you know, that encouragement gave me, just helped me to, you know, stay here another day. And I'm just being transparent, because I did not want to stay here. And God just made me so passionate about that, because I know what it's like to want to get out of here so bad. But people show me so much love. You know, I know it's so much going on wrong in the world, but it's still good people here. And it's people here that care. So just don't let the bad days win. Keep going. Stay on